Hey guys, I'm Savannah of earthandwater.co, and today I want to talk to you about intermittent fasting. I started intermittent fasting about 2 months ago, and um, it's really taught me a lot about a lot of different things involving food. I started it. Why did I start it? I don't even remember. Um, it wasn't for weight control. I feel like it was for health reasons. I've had a lot of eczema and skin issues over the past year or so altogether. It's about 2 years now because it started when I was pregnant with my daughter. But I think I may have seen where intermittent fasting was beneficial for that, or maybe I just saw where it was beneficial, period. So I wanted to give it a try. Who knows? I don't remember. Anyway, um, so what it is you're fasting for a certain period of time every day, and then feasting for the other amount of time. So what a lot of people start out with is 16/8. So you fast for 16 hours and then you feast for 8 hours. And during this time, during your feasting time, it doesn't really matter a whole lot what you eat, within reason, but you want to make sure that you're getting all of your vitamins and nutrients and minerals in, like, during the feasting time. So you kind of crowd out the junk in that sense, because since you're only eating for X amount of time, then you want to make sure that you're really utilizing that time to get everything in that you need to get in. And it doesn't really leave a whole lot of room for junk, because you're basically stuffing yourself full of like all the stuff that you need. Um, so there's no room left for the junk. But it sounds like a lot fasting for 16 hours, but it's really not. If you have an early dinner and then fast all the way through, you're sleeping most of it, and then you have a early dinner and a late breakfast, and that way it's not as bad as it seems on the outside. Once you really get into it, you're like, oh, okay, this isn't that bad. And there's apps that'll help you keep track of how many hours you've been fasting and how many hours that you're in your feasting period and whatnot. Uh, there are other fasting. There's lots of ways to fast. Lots of ways to fast. Um, this one is possibly the mildest form. But after, I think it's 12 hours. Is it 12 hours or 14? One of those, somewhere around in there, your body goes into ketosis, which is where you're burning fat instead of sugar. Is that what else we burn? Um, it's kind of like the basic concept of the keto diet, where you're putting your body into ketosis to burn that fat, but instead of managing what you're eating to put your body in ketosis, where you're cutting out all sources of sugar, then you're not watching what. Instead of doing that, uh, you're not watching what you eat so much as you're watching when you eat, because after so many hours your body goes into ketosis anyway. And then after your body goes into ketosis at the 12 or 14 mark, I don't remember which, then you have an extra few hours, couple or a few hours depending on which one it is, that your body stays in ketosis. And then once you break your fast is when your body comes out of ketosis and starts acting normal. But putting your body into ketosis gives it, to burn these fat stores, it helps you lose weight and it helps you detox, because your body is storing toxins in those fat cells. So when they use them up, they get circulated into your system and out of your body. And that's pretty much the gist of intermittent fasting. During your fast, you can make sure you drink plenty of water, because a lot of our water actually comes from our food, and if we're not eating as much, then we really need to make sure that we're getting the proper amount of water that we're drinking, so that we're not dehydrated. You can also have black coffee and unsweetened teas, like herbal teas. I think that might be it. You might possibly be able to drink lemon water. I'm not sure. That might be considered a dirty fast. A dirty fast is, I know essential oils, if you use essential oils internally, then that would be considered a dirty fast as well. I'm not really sure the differences between that. I read something once, but I didn't remember. I didn't hold on to that information. But yeah, that's all I can think of to include in this video. If you have any questions, let me know. Drop them in the comments, message me if you like. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, share. Oh, a few side effects of the intermittent fasting that I came across, besides weight loss and just general better feeling, was my anxiety levels dropped significantly, which was a happy side effect for me. It was a total surprise. I didn't know that could do that, but it did, so that was cool. I also became comfortable with being hungry, so that I was able to recognize when my body was actually hungry, or when it was telling me it was hungry out of boredom or out of, routine or cravings or something like that. So it taught me more about myself and how to recognize true hunger and just, munchiness. And which has really been helpful. Being comfortable with hunger has been really helpful lately, because I've been doing that elimination diet, which you may have seen on one of the previous videos, a couple before this one. And the beginning of that was very hard. Man, I was hungry all the time, but it was okay because I was used to being hungry. So it kind of eliminates that hangriness. The first couple of days I was possibly maybe hangry. I don't know. I may not have been, because I was expecting to be hungry, so I was kind of mentally prepared for that. So yeah, I don't really get hangry anymore, which is awesome. That's a positive side effect. And I really got unaddicted to food. You find out when you start doing things like this that how much food, it's an addiction and not so much a way of gaining energy, which is what it's supposed to be, right? So we eat because we want to eat, not because we need to eat. And we eat terrible things for us because they taste good and because our body's craving them and we think we want them and stuff. But when you really start detoxing your body from all of these additives and chemicals that are in all our food that we're storing within ourselves, then you start it shifts. There's a shift that you can feel between the desire to eat all of this food and the need to eat this food instead of that food. I crave vegetables, which is awesome. That's the goal, right? To make healthy eating desirable and easy and stuff without deprivation. But yeah, lots of benefits on all of those ends. And that's for real all I have this time. And I'll see you on the next video.